Waverley proudly representing this fantastic home and opportunity here for you today. Ladies and gentlemen, the format for today's auction will be as follows. I'm going to read through the key terms in the contract, talk through the rules for today's auction, talk a bit about the home and opportunity that's before you here today, and then from that point forward I'll open up and I'll call for any and all of your competitive bidding. The property we are selling is known as Lot 1 on plan of subdivision 426682U in certificate of title volume 08402, folio 730, or more commonly known to you and I as 1/113 Waverley Road here in Chadstone. Today's sale does include all the fixtures and fittings, so everything that is stuck is staying with the property, including the light fixtures, window furnishings, etc. We are selling via public auction whereby a 10% deposit is required. You can pay that in the form of $20,000 today. The balance of that 10% can come through on Monday, with settlement terms fairly flexible, revolving around 60 or 90 days for settlement. Rules for today's auction, fairly simple. They are that the auction will be conducted in accordance with the rules and any additional conditions that were made available before the start of today's auction. The auction rules prohibit an auctioneer from accepting bids or offers for the property after the property has been knocked down to the successful bidder. The vendors do have a reserve price, and as the auctioneer will indicate bidders on request, and the law prohibits false bids, major disruptions by bidders, and bidders preventing others from bidding, and provides fines for such conduct. The rules today do permit vendor bids. The words during the auction are used to make a bid on behalf of the vendor are vendor bid, and by law only I, as the auctioneer, can make a vendor bid. Pretty straightforward with the rules and the terms. If you've got any questions with the rules or the terms of the auction, then just raise your hand, or one of our staff members will have a quick chat to you privately before we get underway. But before we get underway, I want to talk to you about the home and opportunity. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a fantastic opportunity for many different reasons. It's just approximately 300 square meters of land, so it's a big parcel of land on a subdivided property. You've got this beautiful decking that we're standing out the front of too as well, a large decking that wraps around the property, a huge front garden as well that's been just done for you, so it's all been repainted and resculpted, so you've got this beautiful front garden, magnolias, lemon trees, etc. You don't get this sort of enclosure along here on Waverley Road or with a subdivided property. Aesthetically, it's all been done for you as well. All the cosmetic work's been done, has been repainted, exterior as well. The roof's been done, the guttering's been done. The kitchen, bathroom have had updates and renovations in the past, and they've been maintained well. You've got a nice living zone there, ducted heating throughout the property. 2 car spots as well, which is key. So you've got the carport and the spot next to it, so it's very rare to get that second car spot. And of course, 3 good sized bedrooms. Nice hardwood floors as well that are rock solid there. The house itself rock solid, and only minutes away to Chadstone Shopping Centre. So you've got every access point covered. Monash Freeway just down the road. The city 10 to 15 minutes away from where we are. Mount Waverley, Glen Waverley not far from where we stand as well. So amenities wise, primary schools are walking distance around the corner, high schools around the corner, and straight across the road to Salesian College as well. So you're in the heart of everything that you need it to be. A super convenient property, whether you're a first home buyer, whether you're downsizing, or whether you're going to invest. Perhaps you might want to buy and invest in it later, rent it out and piggyback into your next property from here. It's going to provide a fantastic platform for you with a purchase like this today. But to buy it, you're going to need to raise your hand and call out your bid, or have one of my staff members call out the bid on your behalf if it makes more sense for you that way, if you want to secure the property. But how I sell the property, I call 3 times. First call, second call, third and final call, and when the hammer hits the contract like so, the property will be sold. The owners want to see a sold sticker on the board, but to who and for how much to be determined by you now. So bidders and buyers, I'm in your hands. A fair and reasonable start is what I seek. 1/113 Waverley Road in Chadstone. You get to start me off where you like, in your hands from here. You can kick things off nice and easy, otherwise I'll kick it off if everyone's a little bit nervous. Don't mind if I start it off for you. I'll make a start, then place the vendor bid at the bottom of the range at 700,000, and we'll go from there. So 700,000 now is the vendor bid with me, and it's against you buyers here. A $20,000 rise would be a nice bid from here. At 700,000 now, 720, can I say? At 700,000 now, 720 puts you in front and in the box seat here to try to purchase today. At 700,000 now, 720 will put you in front. Need to hear your bid loud and clear though if you've come to buy. If you're nervous, we can bid. We can only do it after auction, but I'd have to pass it in, and then you lose the transparency. You won't be able to see what others are bidding or offering, and under that matter, so you'll need to bid. At 700,000 now, 720, can I say? Call 3 times now, put yourself in front. Final opportunities. First call now. Second call. Third and final call. All finished, silent and done at 700,000. Need to know if you want to place your bid or offer. You'll need to place it now, otherwise I'll just place vendor bids. I'll pass the property in, and we'll negotiate privately straight after auction, and each other won't know what each other's bids are. and that you'll lose that transparency. So I'll call it again 3 times. You'll need to bid to put yourself in the position to negotiate. Call again 3 times now. First call. Second call. Third.
Just take 710.
I'll take your 710. Puts you in front. Your chance to negotiate now at 710 is the bid in front. 720 if you like, on my right or my left hand side here. At 710,000 now, they've got the first opportunity and right at this stage. At 710,000 now, 720 I need to know from here. Do we have interest on my left? Over here I need to know as well. Otherwise we get to negotiate with our party in front. At 710,000 now, first call. At 710,000, second call. Third and final call. All finished, silent and done. At 710,000. Can't sell it there just yet, and if we are nervous, we're going to need to still bid or place that offer for me to refer it back to the owner. So I need to know. Know you've come with interest to buy it, come from great distances to be here, so you need to know that you want to put your hand in the air to buy now. At 710's their bid. Otherwise I place vendor bids so we get closer to where we need to be. At 710,000 now, I'll place the final vendor bid at 750 and we'll go from there. At 750,000 because I need to move us along closer to our outcome. At 750 is the bid here with me and against all parties for your first right to negotiate now. At 750,000 I'll call 3 times again, otherwise I'll get to negotiate with all parties. First call, second, third and final call. All finished and done. Need to know now, otherwise we negotiate with all parties straight after auction. Or if you want that first right, you place your highest offer or bid now and put yourself in the box seat. Otherwise we negotiate with all parties, those that are present and unpresent here today. We'll get to negotiate after auction shortly perhaps. I'll call 3 times again and we'll do so. First call at 750, second, third and final call. All finished and done. I'll put you in the box seat for 1,000 at 751. At 751, you're in front and you've got the first opportunity at this stage. At 751,000 now in front. At 751's the bid in front now. At 751,000, he's in front here. At 751, it's against you. If you want to be in front, he's got the first opportunity now. At 751's the bid here. At 751 now, against all other parties, need to place your highest bidder off, otherwise I get to negotiate with gentlemen up the back. At 751,000, I called 3 times to do so now. He's got the first right to negotiate with us. First call. Second call. Third and final call. All finished and done. Bear with me, I'll seek some quick instructions. I'll be back out in a moment, but just rest assured you need to place your highest bid to negotiate first, but I'll be back in just a moment. Thank you for your patience, ladies and gentlemen. At this stage, at 751, the bid up the back. I'll have that first opportunity to negotiate with the gentleman at the back if there's no further bid or offer. So if you do want the first right, you're going to need to raise your hand and call your bid. Otherwise, unless that negotiation breaks down, then you may have an opportunity afterwards, but he has that first opportunity at the vendor's reserve price. So I call again one final time. You need to place your bid or offer if you'd like to be in front. At 751,000 is the bid up the back, and I'll call 3 times to do so. First call now at 751.
752.
752, straight back at you if you like. 753 on a nod, he says yes. 753 now at the back. 754, 754, 755, 756, 757, 758, 759, 759 the bid. 759 the bid up to 760, 761. 761 the bid. At 761 the bid up the back. 762, 763, 764, 765, 766, 767. 767 with you. 767. At 767. 768, 769. 770, 771. At 771 the bid. At 771, I can ask the question in a moment or so, but you've just had me back and forth, but 771's the bid here. Wade, can you ask the question now? 771's the bid. At 771,000 the bid there. At 771's the bid up the back against our party in front as well, asking the question, but it's 771,000 between the two parties now. He holds the highest bid. At 771,000, I get ready to call 3 times. First call at 771. Second call, not yet, but you hold the bid at the moment. Not yet, but you hold the bid at the moment at 771. Yep, the owner's making the decision on the reserve though. At 771,000's here, still against you if you want to be back in front. 772, 773, 774, 775, 776, 777, 777 the bid. 777 the bid now. At 777's the bid here. At 777's the bid. At 777,000, I'll check again for you, sir. You hold the highest bid at this stage. Bear with me. Very close to 777, the bid up the back at 777. Gentlemen up the back holds the bid, but we are very close to an outcome. Whether we pass it in or whether we sell under the hammer very shortly will be known to both parties. But at 777 he holds the bid straight back against you still. Have had a little bit of time to have a think about your next bid. But at 777,000's up the back here. 778, 779, 780, 781. 781 the bid. 782, 783, 784, 785 on the market and selling. 785 here selling. 786, 787, 788, 789, 790, 791, 792, 793, 794, 795, 796, 797, 798, 799, 800, 801, 802, 805, 806, 810, 811, 815, 816, 820, 821, 822, 823, 825, 826, 827, 828, 828. I hold for a second now at 828,000 on my left hand side. I'll knock it down in a moment or two. Just wait for his final instruction. At 828's the bid here. At 828,000, I call 3 times. We knock it down to sell in a moment or so. At 828,000 now for the first call. At 828. Second call. 828. Third, final call All finished and done at 828,000. We are selling 828 and a half. 829 if you want to round it. 829. Well done. We thank you for your bidding. If it is the case, 829 is the bid here. I call again 3 times to sell at 829,000. We are selling away. First call. Second call. Third and final call. All finished done at 829. Selling.